Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. I'll put it back on the regular music. Hold on a second. Here we go. Where is that? Right there. What's going on, freaks? And I have no idea what this chat is, but Merry Christmas, everybody. Sandy Shirley starts off with a nutty comment saying, "Hi, Gray. I wasn't expecting this. Are you okay? Are you okay, Gray? Are you?" I do shows every single day of the year. I've done one every Christmas for 8 years. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then we got another nut job down there saying, "Hey, did something happen to Gray?" I mean, my God, you people. Anyways, yeah, it's late because there's Christmas today. People were doing things. People were doing things. It's Christmas, you know. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, Merry Christmas. So what did everybody get? What did everybody get? Hey, look at there's... Hey, by the way, you guys should get this GHI knit hat here. It's pretty sweet. I like this one. Yeah. This one's a good one. Got the whole magnifying glass and everything. I'm sorry you're sick, Sandy. Don't know what's going on there, but... Right. Hey, Captain Ravioli, are you alright, man? We don't have time for trolls tonight. If you want to act like a normal person, that's great. So, what the hell's going on, you guys? Not much going on tonight. I do have a couple... I forgot to read one of the articles. You remember that lady, the PI last night on Vinny's show? Well, there was an article that was in the Carroll County Comet, and the defense team said that she has nothing to do with them. But she made it sound like we did this and we did that. God bless you too, Kim S. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that lady is... she's got a screw loose. But, you know, somebody did email me and said, "Gray, you know, the reason that you're... You know... People, I guess, like, unsubscribe and all this good stuff because I don't accept two sides of stuff. You know, like, in the Delphi case, I don't accept the Richard Allen people and their thoughts. I word things like, and I agree with what they're saying, but I don't know how to be something else, you guys. I don't know how to be somebody that pretends that every idea out there is great, because they aren't, you know. And when you go through the Delphi case and you explain, you know, how Richard Allen's bridge guy, and people don't get it, and they just keep arguing something else that has incredibly low odds of being reality, then you sort of wonder why you're even in the true crime genre in the first place. Because that means you're not willing to see something and go, wow, okay. Because so far, I haven't heard one thing from the defense team. I keep asking people out there who followed the case to give me one thing that exonerates Richard Allen. Something that just goes, oh, there you go. Just one thing. Just one little nugget that I can sink my teeth into. And I can't seem to do it. Can't seem to do it. Let's see, it's because you don't fall for the... Yeah, but the problem is people leave because I'm not accepting of their ideas. And I don't know how to be... I don't know how people pretend... Because here's the thing, you guys. The people that are pro Richard Allen, they couldn't care less what somebody who actually, knows the reality of the case puts out there. But for some reason, they're deemed okay. Don't know. But I was thinking of doing something else tonight. I don't know if you guys are into it, but I was going to donate money on behalf of our moderators. So that way, I think that would be a cool way to recognize the mods. Where when I'm donating money, it's on their behalf. Like in honor of the mods. So I don't know if you guys are interested in doing something similar to last night. When did people start believing an old idea is correct? Igor? Huh? I don't know what that means. Well, the mods that help out are the ones that help out. What do you mean, how many mods help out? I don't get it. I don't sit there and count on a daily basis. But what do you mean by help out? Yeah, many of the mods actually support the channel financially. They help out every single night on the show, etc., etc. So, yeah, but the person said that I could be more like, I'm just trying to explain to these people the reality, but don't slam them. But I don't know, man. How do you do that? I mean, these people out there accusing Kelsey and the family members, etc. It's crazy. Right. So I don't know if you guys want to do something similar to last night, where if we get to like 300, I'll donate 500 in honor of the mods, which is me, negative 300 and or so to me. But that way, you guys can be supporting the channel in honor of the mods, and then I can donate in honor of the mods way more than that. So is that something you guys are interested in at all? Don't know. We've only got 150 people watching. How does one become a moderator? Well, I pick them. No, there's no application process. Got a laptop and an Apple Watch. Sweet, Barb. I got a waterproof bearskin jacket, it's called. It has this fleece, really nice fleece that you zip inside the actual shell that's waterproof. Pretty amazing. Pretty warm thing. My kid made out, the one that's here, made out like a bandit. I mean, he was like, he's set up for kayak fishing, etc. I guess the answer is no. We're still at 0. If you guys want to do what I just suggested. Let's see. Oh no, fires are terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get at some point before March a Old Town Sportsman PDL 106, and I'm trying to figure out how to, because I need to be doing something else too. But I was thinking it'd be cool to live stream somehow out from, like fishing and talking true crime with the freaks. Wouldn't that be pretty interesting? Hey, look at that. Norm Scanlon got started here. Merry Christmas to you and all the freaks. Here's something in honor of the mods. There you go. There you go, you guys. You guys are all talking about how honoring the mods, so let's go, because when we get the, if you put 300 in, I'm donating 500 in honor of the mods too. And I guess what we'll do is we'll have we'll let the mods pick who they want to send it to. All right. But you can, right now, you're letting me know that, wow, I mean, the other day, everybody was so into it, I mean, Cindy, everybody, but here we are. Yeah, well, the thing is, I got him a real yak modular 10-foot something where you can, because he needs to have it fit into a car, and then you just kind of go. It's pretty sweet, actually. It's pretty good. Little modular one. Yeah, I don't think I would be fishing in a creek or anything like that. Maybe well, there's a Tualatin River, perhaps. All right, there's Texas Roadrunner. Yep. No, it's not inflatable. It's just, if you look it up, real yak, modular, radar. Pretty cool. That's a lot of stuff you got to get, like the cart that you put underneath the. Yeah, I bought the wilderness cart. So I can roll over stuff. All right, you guys, we're at 2150. Wait, let's see, 2849. Yeah, there are people that just over time, that I respect and appreciate. I don't know. You guys, the moderators are going to pick where to donate to. All right, well, now we got Scott Edwards in there at 48.49, and Olivia should be 43. We got 250 more to go. And then I'll send 500 into a place, you guys can pick whatever you want, rain, or maybe one of the ones that we do, or maybe we could do like Shriners or something. I don't know. Well, thanks, Cindy J. It was so small, I just skipped right over it. Sorry about that. You're the one that wanted to get the mods. Anyway. Thank you. Hope you're feeling better for the upcoming day. Yep. Yeah, I do shows all the time. This year, my parents are moving into a. You remember they had that beautiful piece of property, then they sold that, moved into a house. Now they're moving into a retirement, like living area where they have their own apartment, and then there's meals that they could have, or they could make their own meal. They have a kitchen, etc. So we were over there. It was just me, all the rest of my family wasn't there. It was just me, my wife, and our kid, Genesis. And we brought over Korean barbecue ribs and sticky rice and salad and a cake, and we ate that over there. Yeah, but both my parents are like 86 years old. So 86, 87, something. All right, guys. Well, we're frozen at 50. We're doing this. If we get to 300, I'm sending in 500 in honor of the mods. Okay? So that's what the goal is tonight. We are stuck now at 50.43. And then the rest of the month will just be the regular month until our month-end night, our donation night, where we do that last push. But the rest of the nights, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, are just regular nights. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'll start donating each month. Each part of whatever donation we're making is going to go to the in honor of the mods. There you go. All right. And there's obviously mods and then there's mods, right? There's ones that are here every single night or often, like Zozo and Linda Howe and Paulette Leonard and Linda Howe and Plato and let's see what else if I scroll up there. Well, there's a ton that are here all the time. Well, I think less than half are here all the time. It is a pretty cool hat, isn't it? Maybe I should start wearing this one just for my show. Of course, I don't have any hair at all on this one. Right. So are we guys going to try to reach the goal tonight or what? What's going on? We're stuck at 50.43. If we get to 300, I'm donating 500, which is a ridiculous. I mean, I would have to make 650 to make 500. So it's a huge, in-debt thing. But I think that's a way to bring in some income tonight and then also donate $500 to something good. I don't know if I have Tim Harris. Jean-Benet Ramsey's been so overdone. Nobody comes up with anything new. There's nothing new there. I mean, I guess it's possible I could think of something new. I doubt it. Let's see. So what happened, guys? The other night, you guys were all like, hey, let's support the mods. Let's do it. Here we go. Thanks, WNC Granny. We also got the coffee fund over here. I'm not sure if it's where it's at. Hold on. Not that one. Yeah, there it is right there. See? Right there. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, the coffee thing should work. Now, what documentary? Oh, was there a new documentary that just came out? I don't know. Thanks, WNC Granny. We're currently now 240 short. She always pretends she wants to get in there. Okay. Is it interesting? Is there anything new in it? Yeah, if you're interested in it, everything's good, It's always good if you're interested in it. Hey, look at that. Romeo's hard. Merry Christmas, freaks. Gotta wear the hat from now on, like the Tim Pool. It is sort of like Tim Pool's beanie. This is pretty cool, though. I just actually realized that it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I should wear this hat. It's got GHI right on the top. I do have a little ball on the top, but, who cares? It's going to be Christmas here every day, I guess. But look at that, you guys. We got the 135. We can see it in sight now. Oh, look at that. It might even be 155. So now only 145 to go, you guys. There you go. Boom. There we go. Merry Christmas, everyone, to Bogart. Yes, this was one of the better documentaries. They don't... Okay, what's it called? Is there some difficulty finding it? And how long is the documentary? Is it like a 2-hour movie or a multi-parter? Okay, we're at 155, 155. Trying to get to 300, then I'll donate 500, which is cash. You know, like the 300 is only, I only get 70% of that, which is 210. So that'd be minus 290 on that. And then some, because I'd have to bring in 600 and something to get, or not, let's see, 600, I have to bring in 450 just to get 300, I guess. But I'd be donating 500, so I have to bring in about 700. And anyways, forget it. It's too... the JonBenet one on Netflix is a bunch of bull poop. The new one? Oh, man. See how that works? It's like if you believe one thing and the other side believes something else, then it doesn't make sense. Great. It's called Cold Case. Who Killed JonBenet? Okay, well, I guess we'll check it out. Another document. Well, who's the killer? Entrance in that case. The mom? I think Gray and John Douglas would. Why would I be? What you're putting me in the same thing as John Douglas? Forget it. Let's see. That hat is nice and warm. It's cold where I live, but we're in. Maybe one of these days. Maybe I'll watch the documentary, and if it makes me feel like it. It's called Cold Case. Who Killed JonBenet? Okay. Community, right? No? Settings. General channel. No. Oh, community moderators? Oh, wow, that's where they changed the wording there. Alright, so the moderators here, Lanky Tor I'd throw in there, for sure. She's here a lot. She comes late in the show. So Lanky Tor, we got KK, she's here sometimes. Timothy Cecil was there last night. I have Jen H on there. She actually passed away last year. She was the reason we started our scholarship fund. Esther M's on there. Ozzy Trisha, she shows up quite a bit. Then we also have somebody named Too Many Jules. Haven't seen her in a long time. Cheyenne R, haven't seen her. Somebody named Sarita. Gonna get rid of that one. Then we've got somebody named Eugenie used to be here. Haven't seen her in a long time. I think it was because I said, what was it on that one case? I can't remember what it was. Something about Molly Tibbetts or something. Like she was so pro illegal alien and then got killed by an illegal alien. And I said, I wonder if she changed her mind. You know, it's like, because, you know, it's so obvious And you know, there's massive people coming over that are criminals, and you know, it's just weird that people don't see it. Claudia Neubauer, I haven't seen her in a long time. We also have Sassmare, who passed away. And then Alley Cake's here a lot. Miss Angels is usually shows up later. WNC Granny is here. She hasn't been feeling that good. Billy Giuliani, haven't seen her in a long time, but I've talked to her. Live Free or Die shows up sometimes. The Blank Slate's here often. Broken Scout, haven't seen her for a while. Linda Howell, Chrissy, Ozzy Trisha again. Is there another? Oh, she's got 2 different accounts. Then Jay Case, who's in there sometimes. Dan Carr, I still have him listed on there. And then Daryl Montgomery, don't really see him at all anymore. Stacy, let me get rid of Daryl, he's never here. Jessica Schubach. Yeah, she's here all the time. Dennis Stewart, don't really see that much. And then we also have Stephen Bashirs. He passed away a long time ago. And then Tracy, she's never here. And then, yeah, the rest, I have some like honorary ones. Kit Kat's here from time to time. So there you go. All right. Got them. But yes, right now we are at 165. We're trying to get to 300 tonight, so I'll donate $500 in honor of the mods. If we get to 300, which is only 210, I'll donate 500. All right, so if you guys, or you know, if we can, a combination of which you could be doing the buy me a coffee, something like that. We do have one Linda Howell in there. Thank you. I mean, it seems like the Jean-Benet Ramsey case should be able to be solved. Just, I mean, I know it was a while ago, but DNA wasn't as big of a deal back then. It seems like they have enough information where they could retest things and come up with somebody. Right, people think Patsy wrote the note. Yeah. I mean, the way it's written, see, they seem to know exactly what the bonus amount was. The DNA is touch DNA. They're making it sound bigger deal than it is. Well, it depends on where. Touch DNA is a big deal if it's located in a place that's important. For example, if somebody's been assaulted and you find, you know, sexually assaulted or whatever, and you find DNA, touch DNA on a belt buckle or something, you know, that means something. That's not the victim's, all right? But if you find touch DNA on the jacket, it doesn't mean as much. Hey, thanks, Romeo's Heart. Yeah, come on, freaks. We're now 100 away, or 2/3 of the way there. We can do it. Just, we gotta make this channel like the old days, man. We were just humming along, just, you know. I guess we have to wait, you know, after a few months it'll get better. And thanks, Romeo's Heart, very kind. I remember Romeo's Heart was always around. You were around during the, let's see, I'm not sure what case it's called, but, you know, the Hart family, right? That was years ago. That was like, jeez, pre-pandemic, I think. I think it was the brother too. Yeah, could be. But maybe the mother was covering up for the brother. But why would you cover up for a kid that does something like that when you know that they're kind of, there's something wrong with them? I think at that point it's when you finally have an out. All right, well, I'll read these other articles. Hopefully we can get to the goal, though. All right. Just trying to make it happen. If we can get to 300 on the super chats, I'll donate $500 to the charity of the moderator's choice in honor of the I'll even put the note on there in honor of the GHI moderators. There you go. And I think every month I'll do one of the donations will always be for the moderators. What do you guys think of that? You guys like that? And by the way, if you're one of the current moderators that's here all the time and you haven't received your moderator Tumblr, send me an email and I'll send you the moderator Tumblr. Because remember we used to have the spin for it? I'd rather just send you all one without having to wait around each month. Let's see. I've been around forever. Yes, my last name is Hart. Oh, I feel certain that this new econ we have coming up is going to allow us to afford contributing. Yeah, it just seems like last year or something. It's been a pretty. I mean, it's been a decent full year. As a matter of fact, last month, not this last one, but the month before. Let's see. Yeah, this last month was one of my better months ever because there's a few big things going on at the same time. But it was almost all ad revenue, not super chats. All right, you guys, we're currently at 200. We're trying to get to 300. Will the rest of the freaks come through? The people watching. Should be pretty simple to do. That would be 50 cents a person. Maybe even 40 something. Yeah, maybe this next year I'll get back to spinning the wheel, etc. Hey, look at that brown-eyed girl. I actually have just for her own little... You, my brown-eyed girl. That's cool. Thanks, brown-eyed girl. Merry Christmas for the mods. Gold. Boom. Very cool. It's really a tough case. Poor baby girl. I don't know either who, but so much weirdness. Yep, just 50 more on the goal part. How was your Christmas there, brown-eyed girl? Yeah, what did I got? The part that was cool was that I thought the jacket was cool. It was a bearskin sort of modular jacket. It was like this really amazing fleece that you zip inside of a waterproof shell, and both have hoodies on them. I mean, I don't know. And then I also got a pair of electric snow gloves that heat up. Man, I can't imagine. I don't think there's even a way to be cold with that stuff on. I think you could pour buckets of ice on my head and it would just be nothing. But the cool part was I actually forgot like some of the stuff I bought for Benjamin. I was like, Genesis. I was like, God, geez, I forgot about a GoPro that I got because he wants to film, like when he's on the kayak, he wants to film what he's doing. Yeah, it's pouring. It's just been raining and raining and raining and raining and raining and raining and raining. It has not stopped raining at all. Thanks, Alley Cat. Vivian Fonseca, hello. How's it going? Hello, Norm Scanlon and Kelly J. There's Paulette Leonard, the two sisters, Paulette Leonard and Jessica Schubach. I don't know if they're related at all, but I've always thought of them as sort of the same. It's weird, like Paulette Leonard and Jessica Schubach. They've just been around about the exact same amount of time, it feels like. Yeah. Yes, finally Christmas is over. Yeah, it's over on the East Coast right now. Hey, thanks, Tim Bray. Look at that. Tim Bray. We are at 275.42. Almost there. All right, Mod, start picking your charity amongst you guys. Which one do you guys want to do? Just type them in. Linda Howell, Paulette Leonard, Jessica Schubach, WNC Granny. Type them in. Which one? Yep, there's Jennifer Lee. Thank you. Very cool. We got Linda Howe and Jennifer Lee on Buy Me a Coffee. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to type something in. Yeah, Oregon isn't that bad though. Like, you know, once March rolls around, it doesn't rain every second. And it doesn't even rain all the time during the winter. It's kind of known. People just think of it like that. All right, we are 25 short, you guys. 25 short. Come on, mods. Put in your guesses. I mean, not your guesses. Your charity that you want to give to. WNC Granny gifted a membership to Summer D. Now, we gave $500 last night to Tunnels to Towers. There was something similar, like 300, and then I donated 5. So if we get tonight, it'll put us at 1,000 for the month. Hoping based on what we're at, I can get to 3.5. But you know, if you have a crazy end somehow, you know, it's not. I don't think we're gonna get to the 50, but it'll be close. You know, it's whatever one you guys. You know, the ones charities that we discuss. You know, it's just whatever one you want. So who's out there, you guys? We can do the other 25. We need another Tim Bray. You guys know, like the ones that we give to, maybe. You know, Texas Equisearch, Rain. We haven't done Rain in a while. That's violence against women. Right. So Zozo and Paulette Leonard are Rain, for sure. We give identifiers every time, thousands every month. Oh, well, there. I wasn't saying you specifically, Tim Bray, but thank you. I was just saying another Tim Bray-ish donation. We're just 5 short now. Oh, there's Herbert Landscaping. For all your landscaping needs in upstate New York. I think that's the one where you got to do that. Herbert Landscaping. Yes, everybody. It's Herbert Landscaping in upstate New York. For all your landscaping needs. There we go. How do you like that, man? Come on. I think that was pretty good, man. I should make my own commercials on here. See, right this second, I just had that crash again. Not enough memory. What are you talking about, Tim Harris? Shouldn't put them on the spot like that. I just said we need another Tim Bray-ish, you know. Not one from him, specifically, but he, yeah. Well, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. And you know, hey, Tim Harris, we don't need your comments, buddy. All right, thanks. All right, well, there you go. Let's do it. So, what are you guys picking, mods? Which one? Oh, you're talking about the mods, Tim Harris? You don't want to put the mods on the spot, like what? For them to pick a charity? What's hard about that? All right, Norm Scadlin. You want me to put the choices up? I mean, I don't know. I thought you guys amongst yourselves about how about RAIN, which is violence against women. Do you guys like that? Are you guys into that? RAIN, violence against women. Does that sound good? All right. Is there all the mods on the same page there? Linda Howe, Jessica Schubach, Paulette Leonard, Zozo, WNC Granny, Linda Howe. Or I guess I read all those. All right, there we go. All right. I just got to go to RAIN. Hold on. There it is. Right, so RAIN is the largest. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do 500, but I'm not going to, I don't like when I get these random numbers, so I'm not going to cover the transaction fee because you get these crazy like 1645 and it makes it so difficult to do the math on the screen every second. All right, so I guess at one time. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta hit PayPal. I'm not sure if it has me sign in. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if it's gonna let me. Hopefully, it gives me a place where I can, But you guys, the moderators here, it's in honor of the moderators. Okay. Now, if they let me pick something on the next page, that'd be cool. I just don't see it. So let's see what happens. Oh, I guess it does have something. Maybe down here. Let's see. 516. Alright, and then down here, employer matching. Don't see that. Does anybody out there have like an employer that might match this? I'm donating on behalf of a company or organization. Oh, it's, I guess, Grant Hughes investigates. Let's see, moderators. Well, Grant Hughes investigates the organization. Maybe I'll put moderators in parentheses. See what happens. All right, here we go. Oh. I'm not sure if that's really what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, let me start over. $500. PayPal. Oh wait, no. There we go. PayPal. I'll show you the email when it comes in. But I'm not sure they have a place to put down, like in honor of somebody here. Anybody have an employer that might match though? I could throw that in there. Let me see. Can I just type in anybody? Or does it have to be my employer? Oh, yeah, it says you enter your employer. Okay, forget it. All right, well, here we go. You have selected? I didn't select anybody. Thank you for your rain contribution, 500. Yeah, so there's no place to actually put down that, but you know, you guys, that 500 was in honor of the moderators of GHI. So I want to say thank you to all the moderators who are here every single night. You know, the ones that are here almost every night. You know, I mean, I can tell you that I see Linda Howe, Paulette Leonard, Jessica Schubach, and Zozo basically every single night. You know, WNC Granny's here a lot, and KK sometimes. But anyways, that was cool. So there you go. Thank you. And I do appreciate all the moderators, even though I don't say it as often as I should. Seems like I'm always battling something else and kind of, you know, lose my ability to sit there and go, oh, wow, thanks, mods, you know. It's always like some trolls or some crap you're dealing with. All right, so let's go to the... I'll show the email that came in. There it is right there at the bottom of the screen. See that? We open that up, and that is, you paid 500 US dollars to Rain. 500. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So it's all on the screen. It's all proven, and you see the date right there, December 25th, Christmas. All right. Well, thanks, Susan, on PayPal there. Yeah, so Rain will probably send me an actual receipt at some point. So there you go. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Brown-Eyed Girl just gifted 5 memberships to Mindy Sparks, Charity Dunning, Hazy Jane for criming out loud. Cat keeps on cat. Very cool, very cool. All right, so there you go. Making a difference again, you guys. Making a difference. So that's very cool. So right now we're at 1,000 for the month. Look at that. Romeo's Heart gifted 5. KBL. And look at that. Perplex got one. Jesus, are you kidding me? And then Kelly Jansen, Hazel Eyes, and Lorraine Murphy. All right. Very cool. This is kind of like a Tim Pool kind of hat. I didn't really even think about it like that. He does sort of have something like that. But of course, after I wear this hat for a while, the trolls will go, oh, look at this, and they'll make their little stupid videos, and, you know. What Delphi stuff you got? Well, we haven't talked about it yet. We just were doing this, hanging out, doing the Christmas stuff. There's some you know, weird stuff. Do you know that Kohberger was actually looked into? Ada sent me this. But he was actually looked into. Kohberger, it was investigated for terrifying home invasion months before. I don't know if this is the one where the lady and the guy was killed. I don't think so. It was something totally different. Yeah, it's like Idaho quadruple murder suspect Brian Kohberger was once investigated in connection to a terrifying home invasion in Pullman. It has been revealed. The shocking twist only deepens the mystery, but I don't think he was around at that time. The Pullman home invasion occurred on October 2021, which is about a year prior. Well, it's actually, they say 10 months. I guess it was November. I don't know, more like 11. From the horrific events in Moscow, Idaho, where 4 students were savagely stabbed to death. Officials said Kohberger had been investigated in connection to the initial incident, but never charged with the crime. So he was looked into. Newly released body camera footage obtained by ABC News has shed light on the eerie break-in that left a young woman shaken and fearing for her life. I heard my door open and I looked over and someone was wearing a ski mask and had a knife, the woman told officers in the footage, her voice trembling with fear. I kicked the shit out of their stomach and screamed super loud. They flew back into my closet and then ran out my door and up the stairs. The alleged attack occurred in the dead of night around 3:30 a.m., which is exactly the same time. 30 minutes earlier. Then there's this ABC sort of Instagram. It actually shows some of that footage.
Of University of Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohberger.
Oh my God.
Body camera footage obtained by ABC News shows police responding to an alleged home invasion 1 year before the murders, less than 10 miles from the off-campus home where 4 University of Idaho students were stabbed to death.
Close to where
the
he
woman
lived
tells police it was about
there.
3:30 a.m. when a masked intruder entered her bedroom in Pullman, Washington, holding a knife.
Because he came
I
from
heard my
Pullman.
door open, and I looked over, and someone was wearing a ski mask and had a knife. And so I kicked the out of their stomach and screamed super loud, and they flew back into my closet and then ran out my door and up the stairs.
According to the police report, she said the suspect was silent the whole time, and while one of her roommates quickly called police, officers found no suspect or evidence. Months later, Kohberger was arrested for the stabbing deaths of Kaylee Gonzalez, Madden Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in Moscow, Idaho, where the killer also...
Yeah, and the thing is, he's from Pullman, Washington's where he came from to Moscow, Idaho. Yeah, it's sort of interesting, though, isn't it? And it was 11 months, not 12, whatever they said. There were chilling parallels between the Pullman break-in and the Moscow homicides. But authorities have since clarified that Kohberger is no longer considered a person of interest in the Pullman case. Well, they never were able to find any information there, but man, that's crazy how similar it is. But this right here is stuff like this is where the pro-Kohberger people will say, see, well, who's that guy? He's the real killer. Yeah, but Kohberger drives a white Elantra, and he left his DNA at the crime scene on a knife sheath and admits that he was driving around that very same night, but has no specific area that he was driving because he wants to get the information from the prosecution first so he can tailor his answers to what they have. Yeah. Kohberger is the killer, everybody. There's probably just some other psycho running around out there. Alright, this is the Delphi stuff. So yesterday when we were talking about this is that same lady, believe it or not, that was on the Court TV, Erica Morse. Alright, PI does not speak on behalf of legal team. So shocking revelations and accusations of a plot to kill an FBI agent connected to the Delphi murders were shared on a recent Court TV episode by a woman claiming to be a family advocate and private investigator for Richard Allen's defense team. The catch, she's not speaking on behalf of the defense team, the Carroll County Comment learned this morning. Erica Morse spoke Friday on a podcast as well as Delphi Media Coalition partner Court TV, making statements to lead listeners to believe there is a larger plot at work among the investigators, law enforcement, and others to kill or harm individuals connected to the case. Isn't that just sick, you guys? This person is, I think, certifiably nuts. Weirdly, Bob Motta thinks she's awesome. Like, oh, she's just the greatest person in the world. And I don't know, how you could possibly say that listening to her. Why would you go all the way over to Idaho to watch it, KK? I mean, it's a lot. You'd have to spend a lot of time there. It's going to be like a 2-month long trial. And it's going to be, I think it might even be streamed where we can watch it. So I'll probably go there from time to time during it, you know, like a weekend here, or not, like a few days here and a few days there. But I don't know if I'm going to sit there every single day when it's actually being streamed. But why, KK? Why are you going? What are you going to do there? Just sit there and like stare at the screen? I mean, just curious. Take up a seat from somebody who's actually, you know, streaming or a reporter. I can't stand Mata and Burkhardt. What a couple wastes of space. Yeah. Yeah, it's just they're what they're doing is creating content for themselves. But yeah, well, it'd be cool if you know, if a bunch of freaks went there at the same time, so we could hang out or something. But that'd be pretty cool. I thought there wouldn't be a stream tonight. Oh, how come? I've done one every year. To do peaceful protests of what? What are you talking about, man? Jesus. The Idaho 4 case. I think it's... Well, it's not in... It's not... I think it's closer to Boise now. Well, the thing is, they're streaming it, I believe. The trial. But I think you'd have to be there to see any of the crime scene stuff. I don't know, man. That clown guy, he won't be there because he can't dress up as a clown. If he shows up and dresses up like he normally looks, like an incel, it wouldn't work out, you know. Yeah, because I plotted against Richard Allen, you guys, and set him up. You know, these people are lunatics, all right? But why, KK? You don't even talk to these people. I'm not even sure what you're referring to. Let's see. We could get beers. Will there be enough seats to get in? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get a line sitter. Maybe you can be my line sitter, KK. How about that? You can protest while you're sitting in line, but you get me my seat where I can go in. Here's what I would love to see. A show, a panel, if you will, of all the Richard Allen is innocent crowd, and have them show us what the exculpatory information is regarding him, not you claiming somebody else might be involved. You don't get to use the Odinist people, okay? Because there's no evidence that any of them were near the crime scene, so we've got to remove that. So once they're removed, I want you to get together and have a big, long conversation about what exculpatory information there is, not you trying to reinterpret information to benefit your person, okay? Because that's all they ever have is like, well, how do we know that, you know, blah, 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 blah. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I have. Delphi case is a special place for the crazies, though. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be there. You know, Kohberger's obviously innocent, you know. That's why, I don't know why people are such big fans of defense attorneys. Those people, they could sell you swampland. They don't care about the factual information. They'll try to show you how they can twist it to make the person that's being tried seem innocent. But they don't care about actually factually proving See, I would love to see a defense attorney literally go, wow, yeah, it's damning, bing, 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 and then go, and then at the very end go, yep, this guy did it. They can't do it, though, because they got to keep pretending they're applying for jobs out there. You know, like you're not going to go, oh, guilty as hell, everybody. Oh, hey, I'm a defense attorney. Can I get a job? Well, you just said that guy was guilty as hell. You didn't even... Well, he really was, but... Yeah, if you need a defense attorney, you need a defense attorney. I'm just saying, who do you think is telling the truth more often? A defense attorney or a prosecutor? I think it's really obvious, okay, that the prosecutors tell the truth way more often. I don't think so, Gray. That's just you believing in it. You know, well, you know what? I do believe that in general, the prosecutors, there are corrupt prosecutors out there. I will say that. Okay. Hey, thanks, Lillian and Nancy. Merry Christmas. But defense attorneys, they'll try anything to get their client off. And, you know, prosecutors, though, have the weight of the government behind them to be able to... And I think they also have the benefit of the doubt most of the time. Okay? But there have been cases like, for example, you guys, I'll tell you one right now, is the Justin Ross Harris case. That was the classic example of a person that was railroaded into a situation. Now, whether or not you can believe what you want to believe about hot car deaths, but he was absolutely railroaded into the severity of the charge that he got. He probably should have got a negligent sort of homicide thing. You know, maybe got 10 years or whatever. But they gave him malice murder. It was the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen, the way they prosecuted that case. And then guess what, man? I was one of the few people that was out there saying, this is garbage. This is absolutely insane, this case right here. I mean, all the different elements, the way it was even became a case, etc. There was so many shady things that went on, like literally bad things, right? And I would say it all the time. And then he got malice murder charged, put in prison. And he was basically prosecuted because of why he was distracted, that he was sexting different girls and so forth. You know, he's not somebody anybody wants to be a friend with. But then, like last year, the Supreme Court overturned his convictions exactly for the reasons I was saying the whole time. So when people say, Gray, well, that was one of them, you guys. And I was absolutely lambasted by everybody for my opinion. But see, I don't do my opinion based on what's cool. See, these idiots that are going and pretending Richard Allen is innocent are those people. They're not going against the grain. They are part of that's what almost everybody wants it to be. It's the same as Richard Allen being, not Richard Allen, Justin Ross Harris guilty crowd. It's the same people. Oh yeah, look at that, he did it. You know, he did it, and he didn't do it. In this case, they're saying Richard Allen. In Richard Allen's case, that Richard Allen is innocent. And it's because that's the popular opinion. That's why they're doing that. Okay. Again, I feel like there's only like 4 or 5 of us out there that really, absolutely, 100% believe Richard Allen is the killer, because he is. It's really obvious. He was actually found guilty by a jury of their peers. Where are all these people that for months and months, when every time I'd say something, they go, Gray, he's innocent until proven guilty, you bastard. Well, guess what? He was found guilty, okay? But you didn't, once he was found guilty, you didn't go, well, they got him. He did it, you guys. You keep crying like little babies that he's railroaded. No, he wasn't railroaded, you guys. He's the killer. He's absolutely the guy. Justin Ross Harris got screwed by the judicial system. He Should have got charged, and he's still in jail, by the way, for sexting, because one of the girls he sexted was a minor. It's disgusting. The guy, you know, he's a pile of crap. However, he didn't deserve the malice murder. That was complete bullshit. And everybody that with a rational mind knows that. And the stuff that the jury was shown and the way the prosecution was able to do it, they even tried to trick the jury and were caught twice. And it didn't affect the jury. They just kept going, you know. It was weird. Weird stuff. But why are you going, KK? You seem so like you just want to go. What's the point? Like, why do you want to go to that? I just don't understand your... Hey, thanks, Ozzy Trisha. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, because you seem like you're just sort of hell-bent on going to a trial that's like 2,000 miles away from where you live, and, you know, sort of odd when you can watch it on streaming. I just, you know, if you get there and you're taking a seat from me and I show up, I'd be pretty, you know, it would make me sort of angry, got to be honest with you. You know, like if I show up and I need to get in there to go over it, and you go there and you get in, that would actually make me upset. I hope everybody in here would realize why, you know. Oh, so you're born on Christmas? No, I'm not, KK. If you go there and you get in and I don't get to go in, that's going to make me angry, all right? That's the truth. I believe that's Mana and Burkhart both truly do believe Richard Allen. Yeah, I think they might, actually. They just want to create content. I didn't message you about that. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, your birthday. Yeah, well, I didn't know if it was your birthday today or not. You didn't say if it was your birthday. I just saw a message saying birthday, and I said, "Is it your birthday?" But I haven't seen my messages since then. All right, we're gonna have to get Mary Lou in there. Where the hell is he? Maybe I'll do the dog shot. Oh, Jesus. Activity with the dogs. What the hell's it doing? Is he biting him? I thought he like bit him right in his Johnson there. All right, anyways, Mary Lou, you got to sing happy birthday to KK.
Ah, she's mean, Gray. She's mean.
That's all right. A lot of people are mean.
Happy birthday to KK. Happy birthday to KK. Happy birthday, dear KK, the mean person. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, that was pretty good. Wow, that's pretty good, man. That's good stuff. That's fantastic, Mary Lou.
Thanks, Gray. Really appreciate it. You know, I've been working really hard at...
Would you just shut the hell up, man? Nobody cares. All right? I do, Gray. I do. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that doesn't work out very well in here, KK. When you're sitting there dissing the, you know. I have to put you on a 1-minuter there to get rid of every single comment. Let's see. Mary Lou was trashed last night. Yeah, she was wasted. Yeah, just absolutely wasted. Let's see. We got the... Uh-oh. Look at Chicken Wing. Mary Lou was trying... Yeah, she was barely able to sing at all. We have 4 dogs now. 4... You know, 3 of them are 6, 7 months or younger. And then Chloe's like 5 years. 5 and some odd years. But Benny's turning out to be pretty cool. Like, he's warming up. You know, when I go over to the cage, he kind of jumps up a little bit. Clancy kind of tries to run the show, though. Mm-hmm. Angus was born on Christmas, too. He said he was always got cheated. Yeah. It seems like they get along with the other 2 dogs pretty good, too. We just kind of keep them in there in the evenings, you know. Benny's really good at, you know, going to the bathroom on the pads that we have. And Benny is too, but sometimes he lifts his leg up and misses it. You know. Look how they're just such good friends, these 2. You know, they really, like, Benny seems like he just loves Clancy, and Clancy loves Benny. Look at them. They're just, man, it's unbelievable, really. They're like best friends. Look at that. Isn't that wild? Right there. Is that crazy or what? Yeah, little sweaters. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If they went outside, maybe, but... Mm-hmm. Look at that. Digging around in the ear over there. What's going on? These guys are weird, man. Okay, let me eat your arm now. There we go. We put Play-Doh's toys in there. They're pretty cool. Like, you stuff all these little animals inside this hole, and they go and they pull each one of them out. Yeah. They love those little chew stick things like that. They just sit there and eat them all day, just chewing and chewing and chewing. Good evening, Chatta Scatum. How's everyone's lovely Christmas day? My cats are cuddling right now to my bed at my feet. I wish I was a cat person. Just never have been. Not sure why. I think dogs live to please their, I hate the word you use, owner or whatever the hell you call it, but, cats are just, it's all about them, Everybody, yeah, pet me, Let's see. I don't think Andrea and Bob really. Well, they're doing it. I think the same thing of. Well, she might be just dumb enough. Is the the one on. I always forget her name. The one that runs the dogs around. That person literally might believe it because there's something off there. But so the guy sent me an email and said, Gray, you just need to let everybody believe that Richard Allen is innocent. Just let him, and just try to persuade them by you talking. But you don't need to call them lunatics and so forth. But I don't know how not to, because the evidence is so overwhelming. and so direct and obvious that to me, it's pure lunacy. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. You want to be put on there again, KK? Just, you're acting strange. I don't know if you've been drinking a little too much or whatever, but they can't stand the fact that they're wrong, so they'll always stick with their crazy, insane theories, right? Don't they want their egos hurt? They don't want their egos hurt. Yeah, the problem is people want me to accept them, because what I'm doing is every time I do something, I'm dividing 50% of the people away. I don't mind them putting their thoughts in here, though. Put your thoughts in here, but don't just go, he's innocent. You sound like then you're a lunatic at that point. Type in what the reason is. Give me a reason why you think he's innocent. Like an actual factual element. Wouldn't that be great? Just something, Explain to me how he's not the bridge guy, for example. Because Betsy Blair described somebody that looked differently. However, when she saw the picture, described the person as the same person in Libby's video. And the person in Libby's video sure as hell looks a lot like Richard Allen and the same clothing that he was wearing. Right. Let's see. If you haven't been in timeout. Yeah, Zozo just said it. If you haven't been in timeout here, are you really a freak? That's right. That's exactly right. I've even been in timeout. When you guys throw me in prison. All right. Anyways, over here it said an email to one of Allen's defense attorneys, Jennifer Augers, shows that Morse is not speaking on behalf of the defense team. So the lady that was on Court TV is just rambling on and is not speaking for the defense team. The comments Amy Graham McCarty reached out to Auger Sunday with the following email. This is Amy Graham McCarty with the Carroll County comment. I'm reaching out to you as a member of the defense team. You want me to leave the dogs on the screen and just read, or do you need to read the text? Because you guys sometimes get angry if the... Let's see. Yeah, the comment, so they were saying he was, right here. The comment, Amy Graham, she wrote, I'm reaching out to you as a member of the defense team to follow up on a statement that have been made by Erica Morse, a private investigator who says she's employed or was employed by your team that represented Mr. Allen. Ms. Morse has made claims speaking on behalf of the defense team that Greg Ferenczi was killed by Shane Meehan, a former prison guard who was an Odinist. She also claims that Meehan killed Mr. Ferenczi 5 days after the Odin report was released. She alludes that it was done to silence Mr. Ferenczi and send a message. She also claims that Mr. Todd Click was arrested because of his involvement in the Odin report. Okay. That's just such garbage, They sort of went, yeah, it's interesting that Todd Click got those charges before the trial. Well, Todd Click shouldn't do the stuff that he's doing, I guess. let's see. Miss, and that says, my question is, does Miss Morse speak for and on behalf of the defense team that represented Richard Allen? Are her claims true? Would you, Mr. Baldwin or Rosie, be willing to speak with me more about these issues? Monday morning, Auger sent this reply. Miss Morse is not speaking on behalf of Mr. Allen's attorneys or legal team. We have no knowledge of these accusations, as we have been focused on providing a defense for Mr. Allen. A Department of Justice 2021 release states, according to the court documents, Shane Meehan, 44, drove his pickup truck to the gate of the FBI resident agency building. Meehan exited his truck and threw a Molotov cocktail towards the building. Detective Ferenczi walked out of the building shortly after Meehan threw the incendiary device and was confronted by Meehan, who was holding a firearm. Meehan raised the firearm and shot Detective Ferenczi. Detective Ferenczi was able to return fire to defend himself, but later died. And they say, oh, he shot in the head? Shortly thereafter, an FBI special agent ran out of the building and engaged Meehan in a gun battle. So how did Meehan know that Ferenczi was coming out when he threw the Molotov cocktail? He didn't. He was just going to shoot whoever came out the building. Just so happens that it was Ferenczi. Oh, and he's an Odinist? Show me any evidence at all that he's an Odinist. And even if he was an Odinist, what has it got to do with anything? There wasn't even an arrest made in this case at the time of the shooting. You get it? It's so weak, it's almost embarrassing, you know. And not only that, she was off by 2 months. And by the way, also, somebody smartly said yesterday on the show that this conspiracy nutter here, Erica Morse, said that, let's see, that on the day of the killing, what was it, that Kathy Allen got home, and right when she got home, walked in the door, at 5:30 there was this news report. But the thing is that's about the time when it was even called in as a missing person. You know, 5 o'clock is, I think, 5-something, a phone call was made to the police, and they didn't even start showing up till like 5:30. So how is there all of a sudden this news report on a station at that point? I don't know. I mean, it's possible, I guess, but it's just very unlikely. There were reports later in the evening for sure, because it was already evening my time when we were watching those reports where you have people like Mike, Patty, etc. Let's see. I thought you were always a mod. I don't know. I think before Zozo was a mod, she got timed out. She always just... Look at Clancy. These guys. Look at and Gracie's like, hey, what about me? What about me? Yeah. That Court TV Vinny show Gray played last night was a shit show. Yeah, I tried to tell him, like, dude, I mean, this is... I didn't really say anything. I just said, so this person didn't seem very credible, They're trying to look it down, trying to track it down. Good night, KK. And KK misunderstood me, and I misunderstood KK earlier, but she misunderstood what I was writing as well, so... crap happens on here sometimes. Vinny should be... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Vinny's... He's got a lot of stuff that, going on, like so many different cases, and he has to know something about all of them, so he doesn't really have time. It's kind of up to his producers to... He isn't the one... For example, when I'm on the show, the producers call me and say, "Hey, Gray, can you be on the show tonight? We're talking about..." They'll go, "Sure." And sometimes they call me up about a case and I don't know it very well, so I say, "Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't feel comfortable coming on, so I don't come on there." But he's not the one that picks all the guests and everything, so you can't really blame him. He just works with what he's got when the show happens. So you got to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think of these dogs just going nuts in here? All right, let me go down here. A Department of Justice we already read that one. Shortly thereafter, an FBI special agent ran out. In November of this year, a judge said Meehan is presently suffering from a mental disease, rendering him mentally incompetent, to the extent that he is unable to understand the nature and the consequences of the proceedings. Why didn't they get Richard Allen to be like that against him or assist properly in his defense? He was to be hospitalized for up to 4 months to determine if he could move forward with the trial. Attempts to reach a representative at the U.S. Attorney General's office for Southern Indiana were unsuccessful. This is one of the many details about the Delphi case that the state does not want the world to know. All right. They don't want the world to know about the murder of people associated with the case. I'm scared too, Vinny. Everybody who have died or have been charged, myself included. Morse told Court TV. I have to be careful. But the blood spatter expert... Doesn't this sound lunacy? This sounds like somebody that has... which one of those is it? The... like bipolar or something. I mean, you're actually saying that. Let's see. They don't want the world to know about the number of people associated with. I have to be careful, but the blood spatter expert who testified at the Delphi trial was at my home alone, in my home, 2 days before he testified in the trial. And Bob can attest to that. What does that mean? You just sound so... Anyways, I'll go back so you can see what I'm reading here. Morse mentioned of Bob as Illinois criminal defense. Not anymore. I mean, obviously, he does YouTube. He's not really a... Was sat with Allen's family during the trial. Yeah, Bob Mata sat with the family. Pretty unbiased person there. Morse spoke to Mata Friday on his podcast. During that interview, she spoke of how Andrew Baldwin, one of Allen's defense attorneys, and another individual, took her out to the Mononhigh Bridge Trail and the area where Abby and Libby were killed and asked her to join the defense to help with the case. So they took her out there and look at this area. We'd like you to help with the case. Morse told Mata on the podcast, now that I've been cleared to talk to certain... Cleared? Who's clearing you? To talk to certain individuals, and you and Allie were at the top of that list. We've been cleared to talk to. So look at, I've been cleared to talk, and now I can talk to Bob Mata and a person named Allie. You're at the top of the list. Throughout her appearance on Mata's podcast and Court TV, Morse uses words like we and team, right, exactly, to describe her connection with the defense team throughout the trial. Morse told Court TV, her interview, "Let's go, I'm ready. I told," you know what this sounds like? A nutter that is insinuating themselves on the defense team and it's really trying to like befriend everybody and just trying to like, I don't know how to compare it to, you know, like who to compare this to. It's weird. Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Delusions of grandeur. Yeah. Morse told Court TV during her interview, "Let's go, I'm ready." Mata spoke on Court TV against law enforcement, claiming they were casting shade on the defense for doing their job. Nah, they went way beyond that. So listen, Bob, you know, just with all due respect, what they were saying was that the defense team purposefully put out information, specifically the crime scene photographs. They allowed them to be released, and it led to the death of another person. And those are things that are not acceptable. That type of behavior. They broke every gag order issued, and they acted disgusting. Okay, so just it's really obvious. Okay. In Morse's case, it seems she is doing her job by making statements about the case. According to Auger and Allen's defense team, she's not doing it for them. And it says in Morse's case, it seems if she's doing her job by making statements about the case, according to Auger and Allen's defense team, she's not doing it for them. All right, so who's it for? All right. Then we also have this one here. That one, let's see, what date was it on this one? Now, somebody emailed me these. You know, I can't take credit for finding them. I do have a subscription to Carroll County Comet. So this one was on the 23rd. And I guess this one was also on the 23rd. So let's take a look at this one. It says the following is an editorial by journalist Amy Graham. There are photos circulating on social media that have been posted to an app called Threads. The images posted December 20th show Brian Alvey, an investigator hired by Richard Allen's defense team, with a framed photo of the Monenhigh Bridge. In the image are flowers placed at the beginning of the bridge in memory of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. Allen was convicted of killing the girls after following them across the pictured bridge. As second photos, and by the way, you guys, if you're out there and you want to get me a buy me a coffee, that would be great. Sort of, maybe we can offset some of the differences, but the buy me a coffee's up there. That would be great. As a second photo shows, Alvey with the framed photo and Andrew Baldwin, one of Allen's public defenders. So let's see. As second photo shows, Alvey with the framed photo and Andrew Baldwin. The date of the framed image is unknown. The framed image appears to be a gift to Alvey from Allen's defense team. 3 individuals have signed it. One of those signatures states that it's Baldwin's. The inscription read, let's see, the inscription read, to the only man I know that could track down the infamous, the comment will not name the individual, as they were not charged with any crimes and did not testify in court. I know who that probably is. You are truly a hound dog. Thank you for your efforts, and I hope we can run it back after Rick's appeal. Believed to be the signature of Brad Rosie, defense attorney, dated 12/18/24. Brian, a.k.a. the comment will not name the individual as they were not charged with the crime. Maybe that, I think that's like Holder or something like that. For the many, it could have also been the person on the other side of the country that had some kind of image on their screen. Don't know. For many, many hours in the woods, uncomfortable conversations and death-defying bridge crossings, and especially your drive and devotion, thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking forward to the next trial, believed to be the signature of Jennifer Auger. And then, Brian, your work, these are all things that were said on it. Brian, your work, Delphi case was instrumental for us to have any chance of winning. We will need you for round 2, so thank you for following through the cracks on the high bridge, all these trips you walked across. Appreciate you so much. In case you can't read my something, Andrew Baldwin. No matter which side of the well you stand on, I can't imagine a place where these photos are appropriate. They are disgusting, simply put. I have reported the facts since I began covering the deaths of Abby and Libby. I have sat in court, watched the videos, and listened to the girl's voice change pitch in fear. Hey, thanks, Trisha McKnight, for the buy me a coffee. Let's see, Brian, your work. I have reported the facts since I began covering the deaths of Abby and Libby. I have sat in court, watched the videos, and listened to the girls' voices change pitch in fear. And I'd like just, if anything out there at all, I want to watch that video just once, maybe twice. I've seen the gruesome crime scene photos, and I've seen the sterile autopsy photos. I have watched families of 2 young girls grieve as they listen to the last words of their daughters, granddaughters, cousins, and nieces be spoken as they try to escape their killer. I've watched families of 2 young girls grieve as they listen to the last words of their daughters, granddaughters, cousins, and nieces be spoken as they try to escape their killer. I've watched as loved ones collapsed, their heads in their hands, as sobs echoed through the courtroom at the sight of their precious girls exposed for the world to see. I do not care if you think law enforcement did a great job or a terrible job. I do not care if you think Richard Allen is innocent or guilty. What I care about is what appears to be a mockery of a sacred place where the family and community can grieve and remember the innocence of 2 girls who had just gone for a walk and whose lives were brutally taken. Carroll County is just beginning to heal. Nonsense like this victimizes the family and the community all over again. Abby and Libby's lives are not a joke to be played with. They were precious young girls with an entire life to live. They were smart, they were courageous, and they were brave. They were better than any individual who would think a gift like this is appropriate. Be better, defense team. Be better. Now, there you go. Yeah. Defense, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, in this case, the judge knew that the defense team was absolutely being despicable, really, during the lead up to the trial, and didn't think they had Richard Allen's best interests at heart. And wasn't she completely correct? Because she knew that there was no nexus between the Odinist theory and the murders. There was nothing that connects them to the crime scene. But she knew that and was likely going to rule against allowing that at trial because it shouldn't be allowed there. It's a theory presented merely to be a sideshow and create reasonable doubt with something that has no factual basis. There's just a couple comments somebody made, but there's no evidence at all that proves that anybody in the Odinist crew was at the crime scene. And he confessed 61 times. He wanted to, I think he probably got perhaps a lesser sentence. He still would be in the rest of his life, but it might have been 80 years or something instead, right? And these attorneys just didn't care. They were looking out for their own publicity. So they, just like these same people that keep trying to make it seem like Richard Allen was framed, they're trying to create content. And that's sort of what his attorneys were doing. They were creating content in like, hey, we're going to defend him because this is the reality. We got this. Instead of looking at, well, he confessed 61 times. He had information that only the killer would know. He places himself at the bridge. He describes himself wearing exactly the same clothing. It's so crystal clear, it's almost mind-boggling. Ozzy Trisha gifted a membership to Jasper's Mom Forever. Doom 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 doom. Hopefully they can remove those images out of their head over time. Yeah, well, that's one of the things. When I see pictures of my brother and everything, I think differently, but I kind of remember the last, because I went in and saw him when he's laying on the table. So that sort of pops in my head a lot. Sometimes I wish I hadn't seen that. I'm sure Zozo's probably similar. Like, you see her, you see somebody, a loved one that's not alive sitting there. And you sometimes you wish you didn't see that your memory was just the last time you saw them. But then you're also glad that you were there at that moment. And it's just kind of a weird thing. Like my younger brother didn't come down with the parents, so he never saw him not alive. He just basically, one day there's a coffin and we're burying him. I was there, going into the emergency room and all by myself. I kind of just busted through the doors, found him, and, put my hand. I don't even know how I found him. Maybe there were people pointing me in the right direction. I don't know. But yeah, it sucks. Anyways, oh really, Lisa Valenzuela? Jeez, that's terrible. What happened? Just passed out one day, or? What the hell's going on over here? Hiding under the blanket. Yeah, it sucks to have that kind of as a memory, chicken wing. Yeah. Jeez. Maybe it had like an irregular beat. What the hell's what are these guys doing under there? It's just weird. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I be more like, I guess I don't have to It's just hard not to. It's hard not to just call people lunatics when they believe something so ridiculous. You know, it's like, what do you do? Just maybe if they said, "Hey, I think Richard Allen's innocent," and I'd go, "Yeah, I don't at all, and here's why." Maybe that'd be better, right? Should I try it one time and see see how that goes? You know, I mean, I don't mind them typing in. Well, here's what I don't like: Richard Allen's innocent, and then just leave. Okay, tell me why. And here when the appeal happens and he gets declined, there isn't another one. I guess unless they can find another reason. Look at Clancy over there. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's barking. Stevie is? Alright. Look at, they're excited about something. Look how fast Clancy's tail wiggles over there. I know, Teresa. That's what I've been saying all show long. You just copied what I said. Yeah. Yeah, so he does that now. See how he jumps up? Now he's sort of like okay with somebody picking him up. Yep, she's sitting over there. I think they're both pretty cute. Like, they're totally different looking, but they're got their own look. Mac was the other one is the brother, but a smooth skin, but had like this really weird, like an overbite thing that I noticed when I was there. I didn't really want to have to deal with dental issues right off the get-go, you know. So that was the sibling, but they also showed us Clancy. Now I'm really glad we got Clancy because he's fun. He's a funny little. He just runs around really fast. Yeah, and they're totally different dogs. They're not even close to the same personality. Clancy's really adventurous and just has no fear whatsoever at all. He's just bounding and bounding and jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping, and lets you pick him up really quick. But what's weird about Benny's really sweet, but kind of really shy, but allows himself to be bathed easier, and things are easier with him. So it's pretty weird. But how was everybody's Christmas? I guess we'll call it. I don't really have anything else to discuss, but thought I'd come on, see if we could do the mod. What do you call it? We gave in honor of the mods. There was no place to type it in, unfortunately, but so tonight's donation to RAIN, Violence Against Women, though, was in honor of all the mods, especially the mods that are here all the time, helping and supporting the channel. Yeah. Yeah, they're fun just to kind of watch, right? Like the doggy cam. That's weird too, because that's an old phone, but you can set it up where it, I think it's called NDI or something like that, where you can go onto the network and you can use it as a camera in OBS Studio, and there it is. Pretty clear even, you know? But thank you to all the mods again for all the stuff you guys do. I know there's nights where it's just Troll City, you know. Look how good that is. That's blue. Look how good that's from Carolina T. She actually sent me a card too, because she painted blue, so she really, got to know his face and everything. And there he is. Plus, I don't know, I did show you that thing, right? This one. I'll show people that haven't seen it. Look at this. Let me see if I can do it like this. Does that show up at all? Hold on. Now, see, he's in there. It's like a 3D blue. See, he's inside this little cube, but it lights up when it's on the ground. I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah, there it is. See that? There he is. You can see it in the black. That's exactly what he looked like. So it's pretty cool. I have him sitting right here. I can just look at him all the time. He's just sitting right there. Yeah, my wife got it for me. Let's see. Pretty cool. All right, well, let's see. I want to say thank you to Norm Scanlon, Texas Roadrunner, Cindy J, Vicky White, Scott Edwards, Olivia, WNC Granny, Romeo's Heart, gifted a cat eye, double cat eye when you combine them both together. And then Wendy Woobles, Vicky White, Romeo's Heart, again, that was part of the... together, that was a double cat eye. Then Brown Eyed Girl, da 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 da. And then Alley Cat. Then Tim Bray, WNC Granny gifted a membership. Then Tim Bray again. Then Herbert Landscaping, Birdie 284, Norm Scanlon. Then Brown Eyed Girl gifted 5. And Romeo's Heart gifted 5. Which those are $25. And then Sonia. And then Ozzy Trisha, and then Ozzy Trisha gifted a membership. And then also on Buy Me a Coffee, we have Linda, Jennifer, and Trisha. And then we also had Lillian on PayPal along with Susan. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Appreciate it. And I hope you guys had a good Christmas, hanging out with family. If not, I'm sorry, but hey, you can hang out here with the freaks. You know what I'm saying? You're all welcome to be here. So the thing is, on this channel, I always try to tell people it's like Thanksgiving dinner, you know? People argue, and maybe you're upset one minute, but then you don't have to go, oh, I'm leaving. You know, like the next day, everybody's back to normal, the same again. It's like a reset. Nobody cares. Nobody's sitting there thinking about it. So you shouldn't be one of those people either, stewing away. Merry Freakmas. I like that. Merry Freakmas. Yep. Anyways, Liv said, thank you, Gray, and hope you and your family had a great Christmas. Yeah, it was really cool hanging out with Mom and Dad, and then we came home and opened up the gifts that we got each other, and that was cool. And good stuff, you know? I should just make a channel that's just 24 hours of these two guys right here. What are they doing? What are they doing in there? Maybe not. All right. Well, what should I be covering next, you guys? What do you think? Is there anything big going on right now that a lot of people are interested in? I need to find something more like that. Yeah, everybody likes the cold cases, but not everybody. There's a small segment of people that like the cold cases. Unfortunately. It used to be where we had enough people in here that, 300 people watching. It didn't matter what I covered. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here, and thanks for getting to that goal that allowed us to do the $500 to RAIN, which is violence against women, and we've given way over $20,000 to RAIN over the last 5 years, and they also test backlogs of kits, assault kits. Look at these guys. They're crazy. It'll be cool one day when Benny plays with, how you can play with a dog and they act the same way. With your hand, you can kind of and they're kind of, that'll be cool. There's new documents in the Idaho case. When did those come out? Let me look. Oh, that must be him right there. So long. Yeah. He's had so many documents. Yeah, I mean, there's 13th, 18th, and 18th, not yesterday or anything. So I don't know. But anyways, thanks everybody. Hope everybody have Merry Christmas. Still Merry Christmas to the people on the West Coast. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so thanks for being here. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now.
Thanks, Therese.
And during this whole time, I have not
thank you
seen
for your
one
support.
person
And
that is
good night, Wendy Van Rokel.
crime dissector,
Chicken Wing, Paulette Winter, Jessica Shoebox, Lisa Valenzuela, Lilia,
gonna get you
Tim Harris,
on a
Tim
stretcher
Harris,
if you try and play me like an old projector.
Ozzy
Crime
Trisha,
sector is my
Jessica
nectar.
Shoebox,
Professor Green is gonna give
Edmund,
another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector. Full deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a swallow with a vector. With all respect, y'all. Just remember, I've a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda. I'm no pretender. And I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.